So now we've moved into the part of the PD where you're going to be able to do some planning. So each part of this next PD will go over each phonics principle. I'm giving you a folder of tools and charts and things like that that you can use. I'll go over what's in each folder, and then I'll give you a chance to look at the things in the folder and to try to plan in that small group protocol, that format, at least one lesson for each of the phonics principles, so that you'll leave with, a lesson that, can help you to get started on this work. So the first one we're going to go to is the LetterSounds tool. Like I said, you have this folder linked right on the PD form. And, I've given you in the folder this letter sound routine. So I'm going to just open it up for you just so that you can see. It's just an example of how this might go. It says, says use an alphabet chart or an alphabet deck of cards, point or deal and have them say the sounds the letters make. Keep track of what letter sounds he knows and which he doesn't. Try one, find words that have. Use a picture book, a poem, an excerpt of a read aloud, or an anchor text and have students search for words or for pictures that make a particular sound that you're trying to teach them. You should always start with short vowels. A variation of that could be that they find the word and they say all the sounds and then they cover it and try to write it and on a post-it note and check with the book again. Try two might be that you pull out one rhyme, and a rhyme is a combination of letters at the end of a word, like AN or AT. But you use the same rhyme that you were looking for in the try above. And then they try to make more words using that rhyme. You can use magnetic letters or paper letters, et cetera, et cetera. And then, of course, that all important link it to their work. You would have them search through their own instructional text. And there's also some decodable text in the folder to find words that make the sound that you're working on with them. Then you have them read, and any word they struggle with, have them use this chart, and I've linked a chart here to remember what to do with a tricky word. So that's just one way in this folder that a small group could go. So I want to show you what else is in the folder so that you can start to create your own lessons for letter sound. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 decodable, actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 decodable texts in this folder, and all decodable texts are texts that are written so that one letter sound or a CVC rhyme could be highlighted. So for instance, this one here says, I think there's one for long I. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see. So this is short O, right? So here's the decodable text. So the pop. Mabel and Pat got a pot. The pot got hot. Rip in the pot. Tip in the pot. The lid is on the pot. Mabel and Pat sit. Pat ran to the pot. He got the lid. And look, Mabel, it's a lot. So you can also do some short vowel sounds as well. Here's the thing about using these with upper grade kids. These are great. Decodable texts are great with kindergartners and first graders and even second graders. But these decodable texts are, a little bit juvenile for upper grade kids. And so what do I suggest? Here's what I suggest. And I'll put a couple in just to make sure that you have these. Find a popular song with, lots of short vowels, or find a popular song with a particular letter that you can use, and let them go through the popular song and do a word hunt. Oh, here are all the words that have short A sound, or here are all the words that have the p sound. Here are all the words that have long A sound. Um, you know, be um, really conscious about upper grade kids and giving them things that make sense to them that don't feel babyish. One of the things I always hold in my brain as a truth is when we have striving readers in upper grades, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, the thing I know to be true is that these kids already feel bad. They already know I am struggling. I am, doing things. I am unable to do things that my friends are able to do. And so we don't want to insult them more by handing them decodable text. Um, although, one page of decodable text, that might be good as a warm up, right? Like, let's warm up with this easy thing. You guys can handle this, right? Um, but, when you do the try, think to yourself, are there song lyrics that I can find? Is there a page from a read aloud that I've done or a picture book that we've all read together and loved it as readers that I could look at with my students and make it so that they could do some word work on this? The other things that you'll have in this chart are letter tiles so that they can manipulate and make words. You have an alphabet chart that has the sounds. You have an alphabet chart with upper and lowercase letters. You have a chart on how to learn to spell a word. This really is, for high frequency words. If you're finding that kids don't have their high frequency words, doing this chart, I'm just going to open it up for you so you can see it, is a great way to get them to learn it. There's also some orthographic mapping that we'll talk about in a little while, but there's a lot of things like, being a word wizard, trying to figure out a word letter by letter, sound by sound. You tap each letter, you stick, each letter, you slide your words across the letters, and then you write it. So it would be like p, n, p, n, pen. Let me write it. Pen. Let me check. So these are just really great methodologies to get kids to tackle the most simple words. If you have really, really low kids in your inclusion classes, this is a great way to get them to learn their just the most basic words and to think about the letters that are involved and the sounds that are involved. I'll just show you this one as well. This is, say it, slide it, hear it, write it. You know what I mean? So say it, cat, slide it, at, cat. You know what I mean? Hear it, at. I hear three sounds. Write it. Let me write the three sounds that I hear. So this is, the work for those letter sound kids that you're just trying to see. Can they isolate sounds and do they know the letters that belong with those sounds? So another great warm up is to use this chart, match the letters to the alphabet chart. So, you say, I'm going to say a word, mom. What letter does it start? What letter does it start with? Point to it on your alphabet chart. What's the sound that it makes? Right? So this is another chart to use as a warm up. So that's what's in the letter sound folder. And hopefully you'll find that, there's a lot of things in here that you can use to create your own lesson. So that's what you're going to do right now. You're going to go look through this folder, maybe add some things to folders that you have or that that you've found across the years. And then, using this protocol, how might a small group go for kids that are in letter sound phonics